Hey, it's Molly. Welcome back to my channel as we're going to look at the Capricorn full moon happening on July 13th, 2022. That's at 2:37 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure and adjust for your location on the planet. This lunation is happening at 21 degrees of Capricorn in 21 minutes. That's the point you want to identify in your chart. And of course, that moon in Capricorn is opposite the sun at 21 degrees of Cancer, 21 minutes. And every full moon is when the sun and the moon are on opposite points of your chart. They're in opposite houses, bringing your attention to both areas of your chart and what needs to be balanced, brought into alignment, and what is being brought to your attention through the light of the full moon. Now, in this chart, there's a lot here to discuss, but the very first thing I noticed is that this is at 21 degrees of Capricorn, which is essentially where we had the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in January 2020. It was actually at 23 degrees of Capricorn, but here we have the universe bringing your attention to what has changed in your life, in your world since January 2020, how you are handling it, how you're remaining in your power, and being very clear in the choices you're making around how you're living your life. Now, this moon is conjunct Pluto, and I would definitely consider this a conjunction because even though it's 6 degrees apart, this Pluto is retrograde and the moon moves forward. So we're going to actually have some powerful energies come up right after this full moon. So the moon is exact opposition to the sun, but then as the moon moves forward hours after that full moon, there's an even deeper transformation that comes up at an emotional level. Something else is coming up that you're meant to truly tune into, own, and understand about a truth in your world, a truth in yourself. Truth is Capricorn in Pluto that's bringing your attention to your life, the bigger picture of your life. But this energy, because it's the moon, which is so personal, there's something here that you might need to face, a reality check, an emotional reality check. I actually feel like this full moon could be quite decisive, where you're being pulled out of the subjectivity and emotional lens of Cancer, which the Sun and Mercury are both in, and they are conjunct. And they are bringing your attention to how you feel, what's happening for you personally, what's happening in your family, in your home, what you're processing and moving through around your personal life, your comfort zone, again, what's happening in your immediate world. But this full moon brings your perspective out into the world and asks you to look at something, and maybe there's something. If you've been hiding anything from yourself, if you've been hiding any type of truth from yourself, this is a full moon that's going to illuminate it, but it's going to do so in a beneficial way. So at first we can see the conjunction to Pluto and think, oh no, what's happening? Is this going to be difficult? It's something powerful. It's a powerful force of energy that you're meant to connect with. And this particular full moon is receiving support from both the North Node and Uranus. This is through the trine. And then we also have support from Neptune in Pisces retrograde through the sextile. So there's something here that you've already been working on and working through. And what I'm feeling around this, especially this conjunction that's approaching a week after the full moon, something is coming to your awareness and to your attention to put you on a truer path for what you want in life. So understand how this could be showing you something that, again, maybe you weren't ready to look at or face, but Capricorn is the real world. It's the reality you're in. It's what you've created your life around. It's what you've built your life on. And there's something here that the universe wants you to check in on since the changes of 2020. And it's giving you a new direction to go, or how to move the energy into a higher place that ultimately can help set you free from anything that is no longer your truth. It's no longer what you want. So there's something about this Capricorn full moon that's actually preparing us for the big changes of Uranus conjunct the North Node, which begins around January 20th and moves into the middle of August. So there's something here that you could say, you know, I've just accepted blah, blah, blah for too long. It's no longer what I want. It's not what I need. It's not fulfilling. It's not satisfying. Capricorn wants you to be in touch with something that truly resonates with you, that's bringing you that sense of, I can do this well, I can achieve. This is something that I want to be known for, or this is a part of your life that you're looking for more fulfillment and satisfaction. It's also a part of your life that's been redirecting you on your purpose, on your mission. So this is a checking in on how that is for you, where that's going. And then here's the universe saying, this could be a new option, opportunity, direction. And it could be surprising, dynamic, liberating. There can also be disruption, rebellion, chaos, because Uranus moves fast. But look at how this energy is also supporting the Mercury and Sun in Cancer energies that might have kept you in a place of safety and security, because the Cancer energy will consider everything it's feeling in an environment. Cancer is really in touch with what's not being said, what's under the surface, what you're feeling or sensing, even if you can't quite put words to it. But I feel like there's something about this full moon that is not only liberating, it brings in some kind of clarity that you feel, like you just feel it. Like there's always the feeling energy with Cancer, but it's something maybe that you've been feeling and sensing, and now there could be something that's released from your world to set you free to follow that part of yourself that's ready to be liberated and to awaken to more potentials in your life. Then we also have the energy sextiling this Neptune in Pisces at 25 degrees retrograde, which is connecting you to a bigger dream in your life, a bigger understanding of your life. Neptune removes our ego, our mind, our personal will, and requires us to go higher, to tap into the spiritual perspective, to be okay with letting go and releasing, to understand that's simply a part of life. Everything changes form. Everything is meant to be transmuted into a different expression. And we've had support, or rather we've been working with this Neptune for a while. So there's something you've been tapping into in the 5D and the other realms that could be coming in. You could be feeling it more strongly or sensing it is becoming more real. Now keep in mind, this Neptune is only 2 degrees away from Pluto. They're in a sextile. But also note that Neptune and Pluto have been in a sextile for over a century, meaning they've been in this harmony for over a century. So this is not new, but it is showing us more of the support between our spiritual growth, what we're learning in this lifetime, as well as our soul's growth, transformation, and evolution, and how that's very much a part of this lifetime's energy. So it feels like there are big changes that, again, maybe you've been sensing it, but then something comes into your life in a very practical, obvious way, because this is an earth sign and it's about the physical world. It's about what we can see, touch, hear. It's about everything in the world around us. And then this trine to the North Node in Uranus. The trine, by the way, is specifically the moon. And then the sextile is the Sun and Mercury. And so this is a liberation. Now, the South Node isn't depicted here, but it would be over at 19 degrees. And I feel like this Uranus conjunction is a liberation from any type of power you've given away to other people. And I'm also feeling it as sometimes we don't realize how much power we can hold. Similar to our light bodies can hold a lot more light and higher frequencies than we've come to understand. But we have had to make space and room for that. And that's through the healing, the unraveling, the letting go. Everything we've had to move through has allowed us to open up to more of these parts of ourselves that are incoming downloads, while also freeing us and releasing us from that South Node in Scorpio that's been tangled up in other people, tangled up with what we thought we had to do to be loved, to be connected, to be seen, where we thought we had to go to find more power. No, that power is within. That's what's awakening. You're awakening to more of your power, and that could be what this full moon shows you, perhaps in an unexpected way, but in a real way. Something solid where you're being asked to stand in a new sense of yourself, a new sense of what you want and what matters to you, while also feeling other people's energies and emotions around it. So this is where the Cancer energy wants us to connect with our heart, be kind, be responsible with our words here with Mercury in Cancer. But Mercury in Cancer can hold back what it needs, can hold back from saying what you're really feeling. But this full moon could give you support for that, to say what you feel, to say what you need. Because one of the ways that the Cancer energy is healthy is when the giving and receiving is equal, is when there's that harmony and that openness. Otherwise, sometimes that Cancer energy overgives, overprovides, overcares. It's like where you care too much and you don't realize you're holding that. Then you go here to the Capricorn energy that says you don't have to carry other people's stuff. In fact, you don't even have to carry the world. Just understand your own energy. Be strong in that. Reinforce your boundaries. Reinforce your energetic needs. Operate from that place, but also stay heart-centered, compassionate, and kind, but in your power. So there's something about this energy that's liberating you from maybe some unconscious emotional habits or programming that you are holding, you've been holding for too many people, especially if it's in your family. And the Capricorn energy pulls you out of that subjectivity, pulls you out of being overly connected, overly emotional, and saying, you're actually only responsible for yourself. And yes, you want to care about others, and of course you will care about others, but you also have to go your own way. And it's by doing this, it's by being in your power that you demonstrate to others how they can be in their power as well. There could also be opportunities here where you're being asked to do something very new and different that you know might rock the boat, but it's going to feel like it's the right thing to do. It's going to feel like this is a yes for me. And that's where you can tap into the higher perspective that if it's a yes for you, it's also a yes for other people. And that's something that I think is an important spiritual truth, is that spirit wants everyone to grow, prosper, develop. And there could be something here where when you're stepping into your power to do your own growth, which is also Cancer, and to go in a direction that's right for you, you could be inspiring others to do the same. And that unravels any dependency, because this Cancer energy can be codependent, unconsciously codependent. Sort of like, well, I will do it if they do it. Or if they approve, then okay. Or if it feels good to them, then sure. But this is where you're really being asked to step out of overly caring or overly attaching to others, to stand in the strength of what you need that's going to put you on something like another path, choice, part of yourself. Like, this is an energetic opening that's really quite powerful. It's very significant. And I feel like this Capricorn full moon is giving you some kind of reality check around how you've been using your energy, how you've been using your energy to care for others, connect to others, attach to others, and then asking you to honor yourself so that you're also allowing others to choose what's best for them. Now, this is interesting because there's a lot here about making good changes, stepping into a new direction or a new path. We also have this Saturn at 24 Aquarius retrograde, trining Venus at 24 Gemini. And that's a solid declaration of what you value, what you want, because this Taurus energy, Uranus and the North Node in Taurus, are ruled by Venus, who's receiving support from Saturn, and Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So, right, I've been talking about this energy, which is the Capricorn earth sign interacting positively with the Taurus earth sign. And both of these are ruled by either Venus or Saturn. In the air signs, some kind of idea is coming together. Something you want is coming together. Again, there's something decisive, clear. It feels like a yes, because there's something about standing in your power and your authority. You're honoring what you need. And that leads to this solid development and liberation. Because I feel like this Saturn trining Venus, it's good for what Venus has been working through, especially since the eclipses. Now, yes, she is squaring Neptune at 25 of Pisces. There is a square between this Venus and Neptune, and that is disbelief. Can I really have that? Is that too good to be true? How is that possible? I never thought I could experience that. I mean, this is where the Neptune energy in Pisces squaring Venus in Gemini, an air sign, could be basically feel like a challenge to something you've been focusing on or wanting, anything in your mind that you're having doubts about could be part of what you're working through as you're elevating your consciousness and your belief systems around what's possible in your world. And I think that what we're understanding is that the bigger picture of your life could be better than what you expected, especially during these very big tumultuous energies. Almost like that sense of your life can be improving even when there's things around that are falling apart. There's things that you could sense are on the right track. Like, this is a yes, this is what I want, this is truly me. And then a part of you could think, but how is that possible? Because there can be such a contrast in energies right now, not only within ourselves, but in the world at large. So I feel like this is steadying yourself in a truth, in even a conviction of what you want in your life, of what you know is possible, to trust the changes that you're ready for. And don't shut down your heart. Keep your heart open to yourself. Stay soft to yourself as well. And that might be the balance here. the energetic emotional balance between the heart, the personal needs, your comfort zone. Even if you're feeling fearful about a change, that would be normal. I mean, that's just something we go through at times. Like, okay, something's coming up, or I need to make a choice, I need to make a decision, and I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know. And yet the universe is like, but if you're connected to what you really want and what feels powerful, there's something here that's showing up for you. And again, the earth signs being about the physical world, something shows up that's supporting you in these changes. And overall, this is connecting you again to the bigger picture of your life that I feel is really important for us to stay focused on. Literally staying focused on that true north. Literally staying focused on that true north. Even when it can be easy to go back into where you've been, what you've been through, all the changes. I feel like there's something here that's opening you up to more changes that are coming with this exact conjunction between the North Node and Uranus in the second half of July. Something is preparing you and reconnecting you to the power that you always travel with. So look at where you have this 21 degrees of Capricorn. Remember, this is where we did have the big energy changes of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. We also had Jupiter in Capricorn back in 2020. So this part of your life has had a lot of change. Now it's next level. This is an upgrade. There's something supportive about this energy that's taking you to the next level because of the changes. And so if you really ground into that truth and connect that to what you believe is possible in your life, then you're opening up to going new places that you never thought you'd go, but that are available to you now. So I hope overall this connects you with something that brings about clarity in yourself, in your life, in your next steps. We do have wild energies coming in July and August. And I do have podcast episodes for you discussing more about this particular energy of the Uranus North Node conjunction, which will also involve Mars. You can see how Mars is now in Taurus, heading towards this 18-degree mark. So the energies are picking up, but remember that you travel with your power and to honor what that means for you at this time. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this full moon video. I'll be back with other videos for you soon. I release my podcast episodes every Monday and Wednesday, and a new video for you on YouTube every Friday. Thank you so much for your subscribes, your likes, your comments, your shares, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon as we continue riding these wild astrological waves.